back as far as they can without. Any questions so far?
Will I die?
Probably. So 205 looks like a clusterfuck. Pretty much these are our communications channel. So command, which is going to be myself, Harrison, and the operations chiefs, we're going to be on channel 10. Tactical branch, you're going to be on 10.1. Security branch on 10.2. Investigations 10.3. Support's going to be on 10.4. Branch directors, you're going to bounce between the frequencies, try and stick on channel 10, and have someone by your side that can monitor your assigned communication channel. Hold on a second. There we go. In real life, we would have radios that can scan, but, you know, we don't have that luxury here. So, like I said, your branch directors, you're going to monitor, you're going to be on a command frequency, and then you're going to have someone by your side that's going to be on your assigned frequency for your branch, and you'll relay messages back and forth using this radio system. Any questions about communications?
Are we able to get a couple? Are we able to get a couple guys that aren't involved in the raid as essentially bitches to do that work for us, or do we have to take somebody else?
If you want to take them to be your radio bitch, go for it.
Copy.
Like that.
Alright, so we can skip over the rest of the 205, go straight to 206. Alright, so this is our medical plan. So medical is being provided by SAFR. Our primary medical aid station is going to be on at the staging area. That's where EMS is staging. We do have ALS coverage, correct, Eric?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. For transportation, we're going to have SAFR transported by ground due to weather. You have Bledo Medical, which is within 5 minutes of transport for your bumps and scrapes and simple illnesses. But if you get seriously fucked up, you got to go to Pillbox. That's our trauma center. It's kind of like the 203 where it breaks down your operations. This is your chain of command pretty much. Myself and Harrison will be referred to as incident command. Your operations chiefs will be referred as operation division or operation chief. And then when we get down to our branches, hey, tactical branch, hey, security branch, hey, investigation branch, hey, support branch. Whoever's in charge for those branches, you will answer to that call sign, whether it's tactical branch, security, investigations, support branch, medical division, fire division, and so on. Any questions about that? Cool. Alright, 208, it's our safety plan. So we're dealing with steep winding roads throughout this incident. Make sure you're slowing down. We're dealing with a lot of loose gravel and blind curves. Drive defensively. You don't have to have your headlights on. I forgot to take that out. We're working on steep, uneven terrain. Be careful of any rolling rocks or any slides, especially with how wet everything is. Make sure your radios are programmed for today's event and that everyone is in their proper channels. Maintain situational awareness. Keep your head on the swivel. Make sure you get water. Keep yourself hydrated. It's going to be a massive event. Be mindful of what's going around. Like I said, keep an eye out for trees and stuff like that. Don't get complacent. These guys always have a trick up their sleeve that always confuses somebody. So keep your head on the swivel. Try to think outside the box with these guys. And finally, PPE, personal protective equipment. So everyone needs to make sure they have a gas mask ready to go. Since we're doing hazardous materials here, and I'll get that in a little more in the 215 here. But everyone should be wearing ballistic vest. Everyone should have gas mask. Our tactical teams are going to be in hazardous material gear, mainly ESU, because ESU is primary dealing with hazardous materials. Fire suppression, be ready to wash these guys down when they come out of the hot zone. Alright, so now we're going over our 215, which is our safety analysis. So, you know, we got fatigue, make sure you guys are well rested, ready to go. driving hazards. You know, we're dealing with dusty roads. We're dealing with mountain roads. Be careful. Weather. We're dealing with thunderstorms. So make sure you guys are, you know, not near anything tall. Don't get struck by lightning. So on. We already talked about dehydration. Animal attacks. We're on the mountainside here. Be ready for cougar attacks. They love to come out. So. I hear you, Bo. Weapons. Make sure that, you know, you guys have your weapons low ready at all times, ready to go. These guys have made a raid on Zancuda before. They do have military grade equipment. The fire and rescue is to be escorted at all times until scene is listed as secure. And then, like I said, hazardous materials. So if you guys looked at the evidence channel, since the last time we did a surveillance mission on them, they built a new building inside that compound as soon as you come in. We're expecting either that to be drugs manufacturing or chemical weapon manufacturing. So we're doing this as a hazmat situation as well. So make sure ESU, they're all dressed up in hazmat suits ready to go. TRU, that's up to you guys. But make sure at least everyone's wearing a minimum of a gas mask if they're going to be inside the area of operation, or the area of containment. All you security units, make sure you have a gas mask ready to go. You don't have to wear it the entire time. Just make sure you have it and it's ready. Alright, weather today was supposed to be partly sunny with a chance of rain, showers, slight chance of thunderstorms, and then transition into rain. We're going to roll with this. It's going to be thunder because it looks badass. Let's be honest. 214s. The 214s, don't worry about the 214 part. That's something that on the command side, we're going to keep logs of everything. So we can break down, we can review this later on. Harrison, that's going to be your primary responsibility, is make sure that that gets updated with events.
Sir.
Slightly cloudy with a chance of large collisions.
Yeah.
Are we going to be expecting like any RPGs up there, or LMGs?
So we are expecting heavy weapons. We don't know how heavy of weapons, so keep your guys' head on a swivel. Like I said, initially the plan is to go in peacefully and see if he'll surrender. If he's willing to surrender, rock and roll. If not, be ready to go balls to the wall. We're going to expect, if things go sideways, we're expecting multiple injuries and casualties here. So, Sapphire, I hope you guys are ready.
Do you not want all of us to hit our panic buttons at once if we all die?
Please, for the love of God, no panic buttons.
Please no.
Okay.
If you go down, just put in the chat, just in all caps, panic. Just do that, so that way everyone's on the same page. That way we're not sitting here hearing the panic button constantly going off. Any questions at all?
Yeah, can we get National Guard?
Owen, you got something? Go ahead.
This is U.S. military type stuff.
Between the staging area and the area of operations, there's one road that goes between. That is going to be a very big bottleneck, especially if the Call of Cthulhu guys children do guerrilla tactics. They might try to ambush any sort of transportation, so please, PD, make sure that you have some sort of escort there. That's a huge bottleneck.
There you go. If you catch a bullet, don't reborn, fellas.
Yep, so so that's another thing, we're not playing paintball rules. If you go down, stay down in your position, you can revive yourself to reset your character's clothing, but make sure you use pass out 3 or pass out 2, one of the pass out emotes. That way you show that you are down. Because if I see you get up, I'm popping you. If you get back up again, I'm kicking you for fail roleplay. You know, we don't want to take the fun away from Sapper, because you know this is a big thing for them as well. This is a multi-agency operation. As you can tell, we got representatives from each individual department here. This is one of the biggest events that we've had on this server.
Hell, we even got DOT here.
Yeah, so be ready for that. Any questions?
Why do our balls have to go to the walls?
Because that's the only way we
Do
rock, baby.
Do we know if they're
What
all?
about this guy?
Are they all in the camp itself, or are we not sure? We have like a few people go outside of you. Or,
That we cannot guarantee at the moment. The only thing we know for a fact, Tango 1 is in the camp. So, keep your heads on a swivel. You guys may have people, security teams, you may have people approach from outside the area of containment trying to get in. You may have people trying to get outside the area of containment. You guys are pretty much the only people that should be passing area of containment is if they're wearing a badge.
Copy that.
copy.
Johnny, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Security-wise, I noticed that you have marked where there's going to be security. Are we doing roaming security, or are we going to have stationary security?
So, best bet
This probably because of the amount of people we have, everyone's spaced out so you can see each other but not too close. And assign because everyone's riding unions to cut down on vehicle lag. There should be at least a minimum of 2 people per vehicle. So, driver can keep an eye out to the left, passengers can keep an eye out to the right. And of course, forward and back. It's up to you guys how you guys want to handle that. Once we're done this briefing, I'm going to have you guys break off into your branches. That way you guys can communicate some more and figure out how you guys want to set things up.
I got a question, Johnny.
Go ahead.
So if we die, are we upping it out, or are we gonna die?
Oh, brother.
So, if you get shot and go down, it's up to you how you want to handle your injuries. But make it realistic.
Gotcha.
Don't say your arm got blown off by a 9mm. That's not going to happen. Make it a decent case for these guys. If you want to throw some medical aspects in there, be like, look, we were going in a raid, next thing you know, I start having an asthma attack. Yeah. RP it out. Don't be afraid to throw some medical in there. Put the staff on their toes. You know, give them an asthma attack, or you know, fucking when you guys get stung by a bee, go into anaphylaxis. You know.
That would be hilarious.
Nobody actually.
do we know? Do we have any information on IEDs or mines or any of that sort of situation?
So we should expect any explosive ordnance. Like I said, we're not really sure what's inside that building. All we know is it's a 2-story green building with a bunch of tanks and trailers outside of it. So there's a strong possibility they're making seaburn devices, whether it's chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, or just normal explosives. So be ready for that. That's why ESU's primary mission is to secure that green building.
Do we have Overwatch to help with security and or threats within the vicinity that they can see?
Communicate with tactical and see what you want to do with that. We're not really sure what they have in play.
Are we gonna have individual departmental briefings after this, or?
Yeah. So we're I'm about to kick everyone into their branches to discuss branch-wise what they want to do, and they can go down to decisions. After the event is over, and I'll send out a TX announcement saying index, which means event is over. So the only thing that's going to end up being put on pause is interrogations. Everyone will report back to Polito Bay on channel 10 so we can debrief. So we can figure out what we need to do better in the future.
Okay.
After that debriefing, the investigative branch can go back to interrogating the suspects, if there's any suspects left.
Let's hope for suspects. Yeah, like I said, primary goal is to take these people
Live. They
Are we,
accounted for their crimes.
Are we expecting any body doubles of the man we're supposed to be getting?
Body double is a good idea to think about. It's hard to tell because the children of Cthulhu has always worn masks. Only recently they started individualizing by wearing unique clothing, wearing hats. The easiest way you can identify who Tango 1, who's our primary target, is he's wearing the Cthulhu mask, he's got a black judge robe on. That's the easiest way to figure out who your target is.
Everyone else is second.
Everything else is secondary targets. So make sure you still try to secure them. Anything else?
Do we want to disable callouts? Maybe everyone should disable their callouts in their Z menu.
Yeah, everyone can disable callouts on the Z menu. I can tell you right now, the cult callout will not be occurring. I turned that off at 3 o'clock this morning. So.
That would be hilarious.
Dang.
Nice.
That would be great.
That would be the most.
Just some spicy ass shit.
There should be no locals in play.
Damn.
Again, it is 5 PD, so we don't trust that fully.
I can't go on duty anyway, so it's alright.
Question. Was the fire at the lumberyard disabled? Because I don't want to have a triage area set up and then just do
Oh, good call. Let me disable that real quick.
Lol.
No.
All of a sudden, you all just burst into fucking flames.
Yeah,
Well,
I like
looks
the
like
battle
some
on the
people
flames,
be
man,
getting
come on.
cremated.
I'm still trying to figure out.
Flames.
Imagine getting ready for RPGs and then getting taken out by a fucking bumblebee.
Yes, so I don't think I can.
Yeah, that's just sad.
So I don't think I can disable that, but if I see it pop up, I'll stop it.
Yeah, I'll have a look too if I see any fire pop up here.
I've got one more over here.
Alright, go ahead.
As everyone, especially law enforcement, brief yourselves on self-application of tourniquets, etc. Everyone, you've all got the equipment, make sure you've got it. Although we've got plenty, everyone should be carrying one if you're carrying a weapon.
We also we have TEMS teams inside. We will have people inside medical. If you need medical, you can go to them.
When we are ready,
Oh, come on, quick. Thames, you're going to be operating off of your tactical branch, so that you can stay in loop with what's going on, alright? So we have Thames 1, Thames 2. Those can be your call signs. So Thames 1, I believe, is Skulton and Edward. You guys you're on the TRU branch, so you'll be Thames 1, and then, I came over there too, sorry. I love you all. You're Thames 2. You guys will be operating with ESU on the same channel.
when we get started here, what department's leaving first to go up there? Like, how are we doing that?
So we should roll out in branches. So tactical branch needs to go out first, then your security branch. I don't care how you guys do it. Talk to your branch director on that one.
Tempo.
As long as it's not a clusterfuck if you guys crash into each other, because I'll start beating the piss out of people. Any further questions for Incident Command?
I have a statement I can say.
If you got a statement, go ahead and say it.
If I die, this is Charlie 136 Foxtrot. If I die, I'll miss all you all. I love you guys.
Rest in peace.
Alright. Go ahead and break off into your branches, start discussing. If you have any questions, run them through, run them up the chain appropriately, please.
Alright, Polito boys.
Yo, can we get our medic guys to the thing again?
Alright. Okay, Brayden. Within in union chat, comms, let's use Discord so it doesn't just add to RTO chaos and DC chaos. I just need less lag.
You guys can meet in front of Polito Bay at fire hydrant.
Okay. Are we?
Why did
are we
half
going
our guys
We're
go
going
over there?
Yeah.
To Leslie, where do you want the security branch?
Command to the branch directors, just remember, kickoff is 6 p.m. on the nose. The nose. So we got 40-ish minutes.
Alright. So we have 40 minutes, I guess we just go over there.
What's our radio for you?
10.2.
Yeah, 10 point, no, it's 10.3, isn't it?
10.2, bro.
Security was 10.3.
10.3?
What you guys say?
Security branch, all divisions, 10.2.
Okay, 10.2.
Investigation branch is 10.3.
What branch is SH for?
Who is that?
We're supposed to keep. What the hell is going on there?
That's gotta be FBI.
Yep.
The 10.2 for regular.
Grab my shop really quick. Don't look.
Taylor.
Getting Union 2 checking in.
Yeah.
Do you wanna be my partner?
Okay.
Alright.
I'm only gonna be on for like 10 minutes.
Hey, RJ, let's not spawn any vehicles just yet.
I'm just saying,
We're gonna get that sorted.
mine's not fully set up.
You might as well leave
You're
so
good.
someone else could have the opportunity to join in.
I'll delete this one once.
Yeah, just go ahead and hop off. You're gonna hop off now, so I can get somebody that can actually be here. I just showed up to see what was up, so. Actually, hey, Venom. I might actually need you here.
Imagine might actually needing me here.
Yeah, because Nick isn't here.
What
What
happened?
Wait, what was up with Nick then? Was Nick supposed to be doing shit for us?
All right, shop set up. We'll just talk with these guys until.
I could probably help if you need it.
Yeah, I can pull whatever you need me to as well.
Do what, Richards?
You'll take over Nick's spot.
Or, so you want me on 10.3 now, I guess, right?
We'll do that after security.
Alright.
Yeah, so right now, they need to clear the area and make sure it's safe before we can start investigating completely anyway. Because if we try to just throw ourselves in there, we're gonna be fucked, alright? Let's just be honest.
True.
Now, for, alright guys, right? For SHV, where I want you guys to be, I want at least 2 people near the command post at 051.
Right in, I can take that.
Can we get the weather?
Entrance of, the lumberyard, right?
Yep.
So
We'll be insurance at the gate.
What'd you say, Jackson?
Might be helpful to maybe get a piece of paper and write it down. Who's gonna be where?
I just work here.
I can.
That's very true.
I can 617. I can type it if you guys want. I can just.
Yeah, on maybe a notepad or something. That way we have some kind of organization.
I can put it on my phone.
What are you gonna make? I'm sorry.
Maybe a milkshake.
Just I said it might be helpful if we make a list of where everybody's supposed to be. Like if you know, if Richard says you're supposed to be at the entrance, then we need to make a list of who's supposed to be where. That may be weird.
Okay, 617 364 Union is going to be 051 command post. And what other locations do we need?
So so who's going over to 051? Gonna be who?
Highway Union 1, 617, and 364.
617 and 364.
617 and six. What?
No, 364 and 617.
Yep, Brayden and RJ.
Yeah, 364 and 617.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, you two will be the entrance. They'll also keep the command post, you know, in eyes and, you know, at least
and
have
we
some
will,
type of background.
Right, we can
now
actively work on that.
For Coastal 155, the entrance to Basin Drive, I'm gonna need one union over there. Who's that gonna be?
I can go over there with someone.
Sanders. 618.
618. Okay.
Yeah. So Richard and Sanders, you guys gonna be HP2?
Tag team it up.
And you guys are gonna be where again, Richards?
155 entrance. I think that's what he
155
said.
entrance.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So 618 and 384 are gonna be HP2, and they're gonna be at entrance.
Hey, Richards.
Yes, sir.
These are my 2 marked units security with you all. Use them as your disposal.
Alright, sounds good.
Richard, where's me and Richard?
155.
That's so weird to hear. Alright, so
Let
we're
me
explain what we're gonna do.
yeah, 155.
We're gonna do a raid. Big ass raid.
So you'll be assisting with
So we have Toledo Bay in their own
that
channel. We have
entrance completely
HP
another
Short
different.
accessories 90.
We have different tax.
Nobody
for
in,
different
nobody
people.
out. This goes for everybody. Right?
25 is a
A firm, nobody in, nobody out, unless they got a badge.
and 92 for the.
And even if they got a badge, you better be looking hard.
There's a
Are we taking all
A
Tahoes
firm.
for this?
92 for sure.
We're running a Tahoe. I think we should just use marked units as the overall policy. If command will object to that, I don't care.
So what did you say? Sorry.
We should all be using marked units at entrances, exits, and any posts we put in, so we have stronger presence. Unless you guys want us in, unless you guys will have unmarked one to drive and run it unmarked just to be a little more discreet.
I mean, marked units at whatever location. I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not really. I mean, they're gonna know we're there, so that's not really.
Yeah,
an issue.
I mean, at the end of the day, it don't really matter what we do. They gonna know.
Yeah.
Now,
We're not gonna be quiet about it.
For the LSPD units, right, that are gonna be security.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be union, right? So you guys, I want you guys right at 153. The opposite side, making sure that you don't see anybody trying to go on those trails, right?
So 153. That's going to be L09 and L145.
Along the coast. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And let me see. Who else?
And I guess they'll be PD1, or you want PD3?
I just make an
give
HP.
them L Union 1.
That works.
LU1.
Okay. L1. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lincoln 1.
Just because they actually use the Lincoln all the time, so
Yeah.
might as well
Lincoln
get
Union 1. Yeah.
So, for the rest of you guys, right? Guys want you to spread out. Get your union, and then spread out between 155 and 051.
Jordan, you want to be a...
Actually,
Oh, Jackson. I thought he was with Richardson. Okay.
now
That will be after this.
Gotcha.
Are we set to? Are we supposed to deploy?
Well, shit. I'm gonna be all by myself. I'm gonna be all by myself then, unless FIVEM wants to come with me.
Well, no. So what you're gonna do is wait on. Let me put myself on shit.
Leslie, you in channel?
All right, you guys all can hear me still?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. So we are gonna.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
She's right. Everybody remember it, right?
155, the dirt road basin, and the highway there.
All right. Now, Sanders, you're with him. So where do you go?
155.
Awesome. All right, RJ, Brayden. Where are you guys
051 051 command post HU.
at the entrance in front of not only 051 but also the entrance to the lumberyard. Now,
Yeah, we're gonna
you guys will just
going
be...
down this road here.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
So
Yeah,
we're gonna
we'll
do
just
what?
post
Like roving for security patrol?
Yeah, rest of us, yes. We Highway U1 will be at 051 command post entrance. We'll have lights on just to make sure, just to check on everybody. We'll probably set a barrier.
Now,
barrier,
Lincoln
just in
1,
case
you
people-
guys will be at where?
153.
Yeah, and your job is to make sure nobody goes in on up those trails that are by that area, right?
Okay.
Guys,
so just to be
those
clear,
of you
we're
that
kind
are
of
at the-
maintaining security on Great Ocean, right?
In a way, yes. It's more of the trail, keeping security on the trails, but yes, you'll highway as well, right?
Okay.
Yep. We will post
And if you're
right
at the command post, that might, in my opinion, that would be a hot zone for them to might want to take out. So just make sure that you keep your
Yes.
head on a swivel there.
Yep, we will do that, and we will call for backup as soon as we think we'll need it. Because if we hear shots fired, we're calling backup.
I would say, yeah, as soon as we take
Copy
contact,
that.
that'll be the best thing to do.
You know what? Just for security purposes, Lieutenant Parsons, who are you gonna have with you? Who's gonna be?
I don't know. I still haven't figured that out yet. I think we have an odd number of people.
Jordan.
Huh? I'm with Jackson. Front up.
Yeah, Jordan's with Jackson.
Alright, Jackson.
What if we do a group of 3?
He's in the truck over there.
Alright, well, you two will assist with Brayden and RJ.
Copy
Just
that.
because that's a hot area, just be
Wait, who's
at
that?
post.
617 364.
Okay.
Union 1. Highway.
Wait, and I'm supposed to be with them?
Yeah,
You'll
just
be,
stick
patrolling
with
and
us.
watching. You'll be in.
Okay.
You'll be going up and down, making sure they're in places, right?
Okay. And I'll just be by
Because I'm
myself, I
also
suppose.
not only going to you guys and making sure you're in your spots. I'm also gonna make sure.
Richards, I have a question.
And I'll just be by myself.
What's up, Sanders?
If the command post is under fire, are we allowed to go over there and help them or no?
If we yes.
Oh my.
There goes the first one.
Route 68.
You also don't want every single person swarming to one area because that's going to cause a massive hole in security.
Yes. If command posts call for backup, no more than one more union. Since I have 2 already, do not send one more unit can come over. Do not have the rest. We don't need to break the perimeter does not need to break.
Richards, as the situation is unfolding, Richards will give guidance as well because he's going to be point on the whole thing. So,
copy that. Richards
so
will be.
Also, I want you guys to be in off-road vehicles because if you have to chase them down and fucking keep eyes on them.
Yeah, Tahoes and F-150s will be the best for this.
Yeah.
So that being said,
what is that monstrosity?
FIVEM, you can do what you need to do until the.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Brayden,
Honestly, I'm just
gonna go set my shop up
at this point now.
Alright.
Because they're talking in staff chat, and I'm just being shenanigan right now.
Well,
Might make a milkshake and watch that shit.
Is that a cop car license?
Oh.
yeah, man, I'm trying to help him out, man. Shit.
Cyberbullying.
I'm trying to help him out, man.
Bro, oh my god, at this time, it's gonna be a big forehead.
At this time, fuck you.
Cyberbullying at its finest.
All I said was, don't let your mom hear you, man.
Look, bro, I just want to let you know.
I know my mom would have beat my ass in the next fucking room.
Look, Sanders here, look, you're my new
On a
favorite.
boat trailer, imagine.
Don't worry about it.
They're fired.
On a boat trailer.
It's fire is fire in a boat trailer.
What the?
Love it.
Alright, alright, 105, 34, and one other. Whoever has the units over here, your shops should be full. The fuel tank should be full.
My shop's not gonna be full because I'm
Well, full meaning like fuel-wise. Alright, Brayden. I'm gonna call you on Discord.
Alrighty. Hello.
Highway Union 1 arriving on our command post.
You made this one, right? Yeah, I have a feeling that they're gonna attack the command post and try to shut down the way so that we can have any more reinforcements or anything coming in. I'm gonna run Carbine so I have a little bit of distance at the station. I do. Fucking awesome. Yeah, why not? No, and I kind of actually like that because.
Alright, this is Commander Connor
if
for
something
security
does
team.
happen,
If
they
you
can
are
identify us
in
by our
channel,
plate.
please call your union and request a mic check, please.
Highway Union 1 radio check.
Stand to go for Union 2 now.
Union 2 radio check.
Now Union 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set up barriers over here.
Stand to.
Block this way off.
are you in channel?
Mic check.
No, I accidentally hit a 6.
Union 5, are you in channel?
Alright, how do you set up barriers? I forget the button. G, thank you.
Union 1 to security command.
Go ahead.
Security command, go ahead and advise all other units that there is the first entrance on GOH is going to be closed off, and the smaller one is going to be open.
Attention all
next
units.
to the Tahoe.
Respond code 2.
We already buried it off.
Union 3 security branch.
Go ahead, Union 3.
Union 3 to security branch from Charlie 01. Security unit should be reporting to Postal 155.
Highway Union 2, how copy on that?
On that last part. Highway Union 2, can you send that in that last part?
Oh, fuck yeah, tell me about it. You're gonna already tell it's gonna be chaos. As soon as
Union,
shots start to get ring out.
Sheriff's Union 3 to security branch from IC Charlie 01.
I just know as soon as radio
all
starts
security
going off,
units
it's
to
gonna...
Postal 155.
As soon as those shots start ringing out, it's gonna turn into gas.
Paul 5 to security IC. You said all security units to 155?
All security units, is that an affirmation?
Maybe.
Highway U1 to command, are we moving to 155? That is affirmative.
155.
I guess we're going to 155. Okay, noted. Let's keep the barriers up. We'll come back here as soon as we can. We're going to 155, I guess.
I'll be back.
Ready?
All right, stand by.
It's marked on your GPS.
Check.
I keep forgetting I don't have to press in to talk to chat. Yeah. Yeah, it works pretty good.
Is from security team, make sure you are not going code 3, just use code 2 instead. You don't want to make herself too loud in the area.
I was gonna lie, back
Highway
there
U1 copy.
Where we were, I was kind of a little nervous about that area, so I'm actually kind of glad that we're moving, because they had that bridge and stuff they could post up on.
It was up there.
Yeah.
Highway Union 2, radio check.
Highway Union 2, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh my God! Holy ram!
Damn right.
Attention all units. Respond code 3.
Jesus.
Oh,
I thought it was God the Father and the daughter, but that was
Gino, go home.
Hey Connor, by the way, you're probably going to be with me, so you can relay messages from 10.2 to me.
Got you. Alright, I'll help him with you then.
We're definitely not lacking in security.
Definitely not, no.
What's this motherfucker doing cartwheels on the hood?
Y'all ready to cut some alien motherfuckers' heads off?
Dude.
Yeah!
Oh yeah!
I'm ready to find the receiver paycheck ourselves.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Hey,
These fake followers.
everybody over.
Break dancing.
Alright.
Holy shit.
Mosh pit over here.
Back up, bro. I'll give you a lethal dose of radiation.
Ah! Ah! That's a radar gun.
Hold up,
That's
hold
how,
up, hold
that's
that
how the
up,
highway
hold that
patrol
up.
rolls.
Hold that up. It's got the things protocol.
Alright, Richard, you're in charge of this shindig, aren't you?
I'm highway. All
Hey,
I
you
know
want
how
to
to
see
do
how
is
run
aim
I can
radar
fat?
gun.
You
On
want to
the
see how
branch
fast I can run?
director,
Let's see.
yes, but you do have supervisors, right? So
I'm the
where,
supervisor of PD.
Yep. So what I want you guys to do, right? When it comes to this, the security, obviously I do not want anybody to come in or out,
operations
right?
to command, we have all of our security.
Doesn't matter if you got a. Let's be honest, all right? I know you got names on there. Everybody has names. I don't care if you see it as 05 or FBI or what, right? I don't care. If it's fucking Senior Officer Leahy or however you pronounce it, right? You will take time to identify them, right? Make them show your badge, get out, see their uniform, everything. Like if they are gonna come in, they're gonna come in after being searched, after being.
Could you advise the channel tactical was on?
They will not go through just because you see their name.
Can I make a suggestion, Richards?
Yes, sir.
I know that we're doing SHB, LCSO, and Paleto Bay security, but if the suggestion's made of look at the entirety of the AOP for security and then just set people where it seems fit, so that way we can actually include all of us working together instead of sections.
I see what you're saying. Okay. But at the same time, if we're gonna do that, if I stick you somewhere, then you don't want to step on the toes of you guys, right? The supervisor division group.
Well, what I was thinking is if you do that, then you would have the LCSO supervisor, you'd have the SHB supervisor, and the Paleto Bay supervisor. Those would be the three roaming ones that if they see them roaming, then that means they're just doing checkups. And they can go assist where needed. So you'll essentially have, there's however many here doubles, so you'll have, 10 spots stationary and 3 roaming back and forth.
Right.
Doors are coming in, guys.
So everybody, let me just have you guys go up on that, right?
Okay.
Alright. Look at Mount Chiliad. I want our supervisor. So, Lieutenant Barkins, you'll be taking over for Sergeant Pope, because I do not see him. You will be the supervisor for the security of SHB and LSPD. Now, obviously, Childress, you're here, and Commander Connor is here, right? You see how there's many openings to get to Mount Chiliad, right? You got 175, you got the railroad that goes through Mount Chiliad and to the lumberyard. Anybody can go on the tracks and just go through there, right? So what I want you guys to do is make a plan to where all those are covered and all of those are roadblocks. However you do it is fine, but you guys will be roaming, you can decide who roams together. If you want to put two different, not divisions, but two different department units together, that's fine as well.
Do we need to worry about the entrance on the... Do we need to worry about the roads on the sandy side of the mountain, like all the way over there next to like 072 and shit? Weed farmers?
You should keep an eye on it, right? You can set it up at 149. You see where there's a bunch of roads that come into that area.
Yeah,
if you see them cross, if you see them interloping, put somebody there, right?
Now just make sure they are raiding the archer's camp, correct?
They are raiding the camp, yes.
I already have. Okay, well I have.
There's a lot of roads to cover.
So we need 175 and 135 and probably 148.
So essentially, what we need is what we're gonna do is, in my eyes, and then Richard, you're the ultimate yes or no. We need one person probably on the lumber side of the tunnel. We're gonna need one person at one group at 149. We're gonna need somebody else probably about 166 at the bottom, where the mountain covers you.
but it is time to get into position.
Advise, I'm waiting for command to come in.
Oh, ready or not, here it comes.
Alright, well, I just heard the announcement in command chat.
HP and LFPD.
By the way, I was advising Johnny that we were staying over here.
We also might want somebody at
He
1
didn't
to
notify me yet.
take those hiking trails up.
And also, if everybody doesn't know, no lights in the environment. You're incognito.
No lights. For the command post, are we allowed lights? Because we are literally, or should we just kill our lights too? Or is that going
Command
for
post,
everybody?
absolutely not. Do not have lights. You're making yourself a bigger target.
Alright, cool. Sounds good.
Think about it.
Alright, sounds good.
Now, that being said, right, I already have 2 unions over at the command post across from it at 051. They'll be blocking the entrance to the lumberyard, but they will also be providing secure command posts, right? So if anything happens over at the command post, they are able to get in their vehicles and help out over there, right? Now, HP, LSPD, I already told you where you're going. You'll be watching and keeping tabs on the entrances over there. Widow Bay Command, you'll take over where you want to put them at, what was it, 149, 053,
Difference each other.
166, and what was it? Let's get somebody also at make sure that you get those blocked off. They will not be roamers, they will be stationary, right? Yeah. People that are put at those bottoms, but everybody else, you will roam one post to another, right? So make it a small roam area, but enough to where you can cover a good amount of ground, because I don't need you to overdo yourself and overbook things, right? And if you cannot hear me because of the rain, turn down your SFX volume so you can hear me, right? Now, anybody got questions of return? Alright. Now go to your division's group supervisor and get your areas.
Roger that,
sir.
Us unmarked roaming for highway or just anchor down?
Yep, it can be unmarked, marked, as long as it's off-road vehicles.
Hey, if you're an HP guy and you need an area, please.
I was just wondering if you wanted us to room since we had unmarked.
Union 1, we're gonna go ahead and break. Union 1 to HP command. We're gonna go ahead and break off and head back to our post.
You're close enough to make sure.
Oh yeah, but it's just. Oh yeah. My thing is that I'm kind of worried about the position we're at. So they do have that bridge come down and start taking over on the machine dust route, which we don't really have an advantage for that. So if we have our backs turned, watching the road or so on and so forth, then it's lit up. So every once in a while, we'll just have to turn and start looking at us. But one thing that I did not hear him where he wants people at, that would be once you before taking up those hiking trails, they might take up as well. Yeah. So that's why I was thinking about asking if we can have a unit stationed down that way on the backside of the hill. Because didn't he say that he's gonna have like a unit or something like that behind the hill as well? Hopefully. Alright.
Lincoln Union 1 radar check.
Clear.
You're loud and clear.
Center.
Highway Union 1 radio check.
10-2 on the radio check.
Highway Union 2 radio check.
10-2. I'm going solo.
Trying to find it right now.
105 negative, you do not go solo. If you do not have a partner, hop in with someone who has doubles. 105, I'm a roaming supervisor. I don't have anybody to ride with me. 10-4, just keep in contact with us as much as possible. We'll be roaming around. Position 165.
051 position check-in.
Checkpoint, pistol 171 on station.
171 copy.
So it's 175 roaming.
175 roaming.
Why are they going up? Oh, their command's up there, okay. My bad.
On to security command?
Security.
Yeah.
To security guys to be on standby to escort our buggies on the trail in case we have anyone ambushing the trails.
Copy that. Highway Union 1 standby.
I do not see the jet that you're talking about. With
Union 2 show some tunnels.
Shows Union 5 show us Roman 162.
Supervisor Union 1 to Toledo Bay, are y'all staged up?
We're staged.
Toledo Bay Security Operations.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah.
Union, Supervisor Union 1, go ahead.
What's your staging position currently?
167 on a trail.
10-4.
Advised, I do have multiple units staged around the area at the base of the mountain. If you need me to advise, I can.
Real quick, who's holding security on the north side once the breach happens?
Cool.
Stage
my way
2.
over to 135.
We're going to stage 2 10 medics right there at that front gate.
I've got an officer at 150, 149, 171, 169, and 166.
Yeah.
10-4, do you have anybody staged directly out front of the gate once the perimeter is breached? Maybe one or two officers up there to support our temps team.
10-4, I can send unit, Supervisor Union 1 to HP Supervisor.
HP Supervisor.
Do you have anybody to spare that can go over to that thing for teams? 105, all our guys are currently already staged. I haven't had any extras come up and ask me for an assignment, so currently no.
Alright, we're good where you need somebody at.
Unit 4, show us just south of the 150 or so on the blacktop where the trail starts off the blacktop.
10-4. EVPD supervisor to TMS.
Yeah, go for times 1.
Yeah.
Y'all's location that y'all need somebody at.
Oh yeah, I know.
So what we're requesting is we're going to set up a casualty collection point just outside of the main compound, right at the wall area. We need security for our Thames 2 team who's going to be staged there for triage and transport.
Alright, I'm gonna step out of my head real quick to use the bathroom.
area.
Right.
LCSO Union 6, we're going to be stationed Postal 161 at the crossroad in between Postal 162 and 166.
Unit 1 is going to be stationed at 166.
Unit 5, I'm right next to that unit. Just hold it.
HV Unit 1, stage 051, we are standing by.
HP Union 2 at 149 at the mouth of the tunnel, standing by.
Paul 41, be 1042 event.
Hall 5 to TMS.
Charlie away. Do we have a unit stationed at postal 173?
Unit 1 to that unit that's trying to turn around, stand by.
Do we have any available
hold
units to go 135?
God. Yeah.
Unit that was requesting a union at 173, there is a union at 171.
10-4.
Yeah, what's the radar? How do I get it? Okay, so I'll probably go to the weapons menu in the F1. I'll check.
Highway Union 1 to command, we're gonna go ahead and start checking credentials here as for the vehicles that come to 051 on.
Yeah, so it's the mark.
Union 3 to branch.
Unit staging at 166.
Go ahead, LCSO Union 3.
Be advised, LCSO Union 3 has been reassigned investigations. We're going to be on 10.3.
And 4.
Yeah. I know.
We posted up at postal 166. This is Supervisor Union 1. Can you relocate to 148, please? 148.
One that.
105, I'm coming down the mountain now towards 148. I think that's going to be the best instead of 135. 135 is a little far out.
10-4, yeah, just reset at 148. If you park there, it should be fine.
LC, so Union 1, is there already someone going down to 148?
I'm the HP supervisor, so I'm roaming, but if I could get a union down to 148, that would be the best option.
Any LCSO unit that is not assigned to a specific position, can I get you in route to 148?
148 until the union gets here.
units, once you're in position, make sure you're blacked out. Make sure you're blacked out, no lights, no sirens.
Hey, is there any way to take out these lights above us? No, I mean the lights that are the pole light. I was just saying it because of this big light that's shining down on us.
Toledo Bay ICE supervisor to all security team. Do we have any solos at this time?
Advise Union 1 Toledo Bay, temporarily solo, not sure if my counterpart's rejoining.
You just messaged me that, right?
Sure.
Do I have a Union en route to 148?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared. This is my first one of these I've ever done, so.
Call 546.
Stand by just one moment.
I do not.
Advise, this is Apollo 6, Union 1
Yeah, I know
Toledo
what
Bay. I'll have
you're
an additional at 171 at this time.
Yeah, I've been just listening to the Paradox radio at the moment.
105 to Union 5. Where I'm sitting at is between 149 and 148. It's where these four trails intersect. This is going to be the best place for you. Union 5. All units be advised, execution is in progress.
5, be advised, we can't get over to 148. Our road, our passage was just blocked.
10-4, 105, I'll just hold 148 down.
It's a little scary,
Here
isn't
or
it?
what?
Am I? Right, what's your postal currently?
3.
I'm putting the sniper by the back of the car. Next to it.
105 to Union 5, you got a copy? Can I get a unit checking on Union 5? They're not responding.
Union 5, go ahead.
Union 5, what's your current postal?
Yeah, that'd be. Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
We're gonna be staged at 166 west side.
All 5, Union 5. Supervisor Union 1 to LCSO Union 5.
Go ahead.
Be advised, watch your up top. They are executing at this time. Watch for runners. All units be advised they are executing. Stand your ground and watch your areas. Be advised the execution position.
Yep. Got it. Never. I'm gonna head and crouch down. Yeah, if we start taking contact, just cover fire all the way to the vehicle here. So if one of those goes down, we can just throw them in the vehicle and get over if you need to. Yep.
So we have any units covering the postal 166 area?
Yeah, but we should have LCSO Union 1 over there. Be advised, it's LCSO Union 5.
Good copy, good copy.
Command post to all security units, make sure to have your player names off. Execution is beginning.
Okay, yeah, so you're talking about that little building that's right here, behind that? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, we were both basically the same, so we should be pretty good. Got it.
Good up there at 165.
Be advised, Union 5, I'm hearing shots fired, heavy shots
Be
fired.
advised, Supervisor Union 1, shots fired on my location, 165, he just shot at us. He's laying in the ground, he was laying in the ground, he's right to y'all's left, 166, he's right above y'all. 69, do you need me to come there? Union, I've got a Union with me. Union 1's gonna be at 166, we do hear shots fired.
And here goes the crazy.
We hear multiple shots fired. We're gonna be right below 165. I believe we have a suspect right above us.
Oh.
Union 5, I believe there's going to be someone at the station up on the hill at 169.
9. Yeah.
Union 2 to Union 1.
Union 1 go.
There.
10-9.
How's everything looking over there? Any shots?
No shots. Calm.
Please be advised, just because there's shots fired does not mean that you should be leaving your post unless authorized. The only one should be leaving their post is the supervisors. Be advised, they have been laying down in the mountains. Watch every crack and crevice they lay down in them. The guy that just shot at me was a male with a mask, plaid shirt, blue jeans. The post of 149, the end of the tunnel was left open, so I'm taking this position now. Affirmative.
Is it? Copy.
Be advised, we were still seeing movement inside the camp.
Yeah, I'll set him. Question, if we see him and he aims with a weapon at us, we have free range to shoot, correct?
Highway Union 1 to HP Command.
So HP Supervisor, go ahead.
HP Supervisor, if a suspect is going to be aiming at us with a lethal weapon, are we authorized lethal force to fire?
10-4.
Visual is looked at on the right water tower next to the entrance of the camp. Copy.
Tom.
I wish we had night vision so bad right now. What's up?
All 22, I'm gonna have to get off here for some IRL stuff.
Command post to security. Was there a panic initiated on scene?
Affirm, be advised, call 111. Initiated a panic.
There's gonna be 2.
10-4
Him and a
received.
Pluto Bay. Negative. It was gonna be, you see somebody?
Tom. Five, who was Paul 111 Tom's union?
To security, our primary suspect is going to be Tango 1. You do not need to worry about the other individuals as much.
Remember to walk over that way and check the end of the sheds
Toledo
and stuff.
Bay,
Make sure there's no one back there.
Union 5, come in.
Go for Union 5.
Toledo Bay, Union 5, are y'all okay?
My partner at 169 has
Command, can you 10-9 that last transmission?
Trying to get a hold of Toledo Bay, Union 5. There's a panic and someone said Union 5 is his unit. I'm trying to check if he's okay.
Checking the backside.
Be advised, LCSO Union 5, we're still hearing heavy shots fired, 166, heavy shots fired.
That's gonna be towards the backside.
Can I get a unit to come pick me up at 169? My unit has left.
So be about seeing movement inside the camp at the time.
I know, that one took it all the way down, but it just goes hanging out, and that's just
Supervisor Union 1 to LCSO Union 5.
Hey!
Stop!
Hey!
Stop! Highway Union 1, we're gonna have a perimeter breach, possible Toledo officer, possible suspect.
Where is
postal?
051051, we're gonna go after him.
If you're not a supervisor, don't leave him. Where is the postal?
051, we are at the trail entrance. He's gonna be going up the mountain at this time. I need an ID. We tried to stop him.
Postal.
Be advised, Toledo Bay, Union 5 has initiated a panic button.
We got someone to the east of us. Can you verify? Across the bridge.
Sir, Union 1, Toledo Bay. I am en route from 169.
Greg, Unit 1 to anyone near 166. Are you guys running toward a top?
Emergency.
Nope.
Best 3 166.
We need to let use that post 55 155. Do we know? Yeah. Stop. Hey, stop.
Shots fired. We received.
Give me your ID now.
Also 166. I believe there's gonna be a sniper.
901, I need your badge.
Go ahead, step out of the vehicle too, please.
Please step out of the vehicle. Alright, sir. Name, badge number, and we need to look you up in our index, or else we will be arresting you. Please speak.
Shouldn't you have
What's
done
all
that
security
when I drove
enforcers feel free
Yes,
to
and we tried to
reinforce.
stop
We are
you. We
losing
yelled at you to
numbers.
stop. Stop.
Oh, I did not.
And you should know to stop at the darn checkpoints.
Units
It's
at
gonna be
166, come in.
Call 301.
Call
Toledo Bay
301.
Police Department.
Alright, postal 165 in the hut.
Officer
by the radio
Winters,
tower.
alright, you're good to go, bud. Have a good one.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Please make sure to let your units, wherever else you see,
10-4.
to go ahead and stop at 051 should you guys come up this entrance again. We have ARs and everything out for that reason. Just to make sure no
do you mind?
Cthulhu members come through on a patrol unit, obviously, because they can definitely
To
drive.
all security, get your gas masks on. There was just a fire
no
at
last
the
thing. Could you
chemical
hop in
lab.
your vehicle and open all your doors for me, please?
Yeah,
sorry,
give-
Braden?
Go ahead and hop in your vehicle and get all your doors open.
Yeah,
please.
we just need to make sure everything. Check out everything. Who the 105 panic. Check the back. Fire extinguisher.
Do we
Stop
have friendlies
stick.
currently at the radio tower at 166? I got multiple people moving there. I don't know if they're friendly or not.
You're good, sir. Go ahead. Go, go, go. He's got his trunk open.
Yeah. Let him go. No, I was saying, who's at 155? Because that officer just got down just right up the road there, by their post.
We're on the road.
Be advised, all you're coming up from the top of the mountain.
That's Union 2.
That's it? Okay, because I was saying, 155 is right at the end of their trail. Where,
County Union 6,
166
do we
just
have
got shot at.
friendlies at the radio tower at 166 throwing Molotovs?
Be advised,
don't
we're at
know,
165. We had one officer go up there to try to stop our shooting at our suspects, or officers at 166. He's down at the time. Multiple suspects up there at this time.
I'm gonna grab some smoke out of my trash bag in the back. Just in case we get into contact, we can use it to conceal ourselves. Alrighty.
Zero through 7 to all units. Be advised, our scene supervisor.
All I can get is tear gas because I don't think we actually have smokes.
This is Union 2 Highway. Anyone know anything about a 301 Toledo Bay officer supposed to link up with his union?
Hey, can I ask you a question?
This is Union 1, waiting for him.
I had to ask you a question.
10-4, I'm just doing a cred check, making sure we don't have anybody slipping through down here at 155. Where do you need them to go?
Arrest me!
10-4, it's gonna be the fork in the road at 171.
Arrest me!
Trail Ridgeline Loop.
Arrest me! Do it!
Sir, give us your badge number. Come on, man.
Just give us a name and a badge.
Do it!
Union 1, we're gonna have possible hostile contact with a person in a DOT vehicle.
Hey, yo, come back here.
I'm grabbing my shit! I'm grabbing my shit!
Sir, get out of the vehicle.
Yep, step out of the vehicle. We just...
Lincoln
Dan's badge.
213.
Lincoln 213, okay. Alright. We will be, I'm gonna go ahead and verify you on my list
Citizens
here.
report. Gunshots reported. Respond code 3.
What list you got me on?
The potential
We've got a list.
You got the list?
Officer, yeah, we've got it written down. Officer D. Costin.
That's me?
Okay, can you go ahead and get in and open up your bed and your hood, please. We just need to do a few checks and we'll talk to them.
What?
It's routine, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second because the truck's a little fucked up. Okay.
There's en route to
Be
171
careful
at this
just
time.
in case he reverses or whatever.
Yes, security units at 166.
That looks good. Back's clear.
Clear.
Front clear. Okay. All right, officer. What do you need?
County Union 6, be advised.
Sorry about being
heavy
hostile. We need to.
gunfire coming from
We're being,
166. I'm
what's
sure you
going
want
on?
us to proceed up there.
We've got. It's a raid. Are you involved in the raid or no?
No, what's that?
It's the raid for the Cthulhu, Children of Cthulhu. So we've got massive units up there. There's units stationed all around. Go ahead and break off. Head on down to the city. We are up.
Union 6, be advised. I got eyes on 2 targets at the radio tower at 166. Unknown if they are friendly at the time. Do we know if we have friendlies in the area?
Got movement.
Okay. You're welcome. Have a good one.
I got movement up on the trail.
Movement up on the trail.
Yep.
Who?
Don't know. Somebody walking behind the bush. See the bush straight ahead where I'm aiming?
Yep.
Between that tree. I swear I just saw somebody back there walking.
Highway Union 1, we got movement, our location 051, up on the trail.
Sir, stop!
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, sir.
Get out.
Hello, sir. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle for us. Alright, sir. I'm gonna need your name and badge number, please.
It's Captain Finley, Paul 12, investigation supervisor.
Okay. Alright, sir. Let me go ahead and take a look on the list here. As to who is here and who shouldn't be here. Paul, you said Paul 12?
Paul 12, yes, sir.
Alright, Paul 12.
Do you have any
Captain Finley.
active command or
Alright,
supervisors
Captain.
in the staff of security team?
As for security purposes, can you go ahead and open,
This is Command
open all
Post
vehicle
Paul
doors,
03. Go ahead.
hood, and trunk, please?
Are we... We're currently holding down Postal 161. Do you want us to proceed up to Postal 166 with reports of multiple downed officers and heavy firing going on, or do you want us to hold position?
Front clear.
Back seat clear.
Go ahead, sir.
Check trunk.
Trunk's clear.
Alright, sir. Alright, thank you for cooperation, Captain.
Or Kiwi supervisor.
Can you go ahead? You can go ahead and kill the doors. Do you need us, or are you just gonna, or heading to somewhere else?
I just gotta head to the command post, and then I'm gonna be coming back up to my post.
Alright, cool. Sounds good. We'll watch for you on the way back.
Sounds good.
Noted, Mark Chevrolet.
Got it.
Paul 12. Or Papa 12.
Yep. Yeah. I haven't seen none since I reported it to you.
Supervisor. Multiple officers down.
He would have just had to come from that way, so.
Multiple
So
officers
it could have been him moving it when he was coming down the hill that I seen. Possibly, but I don't know. Like I said, I just seen somebody come, or something, or some body go behind that like bushy tree there.
One other officer alive. 6-6. Can I get a medic?
Officer.
One.
Yeah, an officer hit.
Union 2 on highway.
10-4.
Is it Union 2 right down the street from us?
For highway, we are just below that postal. Do you want us to hold steady or move into to 166?
Yeah, that's right down the street.
Advise Union 6 and Union 5 are moving into 166 at this time. Hold your position for now.
10-4. We're gonna have multiple officers down. We're gonna have one suspect alive. One other officer alive.
Alright, better grab carbine and we're building that hilltop. I'll get these over there. Got the work.
We need all alive units to move into the camp and collect any evidence possible. We need to get fire in there to clear out this fire.
Copy that. Union 1, we're gonna go.
Anybody copy?
Union 1 copies.
Good on you.
Union 1 deployed at Bay copies.
Yep.
Highway
Union 1 to security control. Should we go ahead and stand down since we're at the post at the bottom of the mountain right near the command team?
You got a vehicle coming in
That's
behind
going
us.
to be a negative. We need units moving into the camp to secure evidence. We need to clear out so that fire can get in and put this fire out.
Copy that, we're headed up.
Union 4, I got eyes on a suspect here, 150. Any supervisors head this way?
This is Union 1 deployed at Bay. I just want to confirm that we are moving into the camp to collect evidence.
Moving to camp.
Yeah, I got some heads.
Security for
Well, we're gonna have to go
Go
from
ahead.
here.
and not.
Lots of people here in our area. It's 150 for additionals. Mountain.
Postal 166, we have multiple officers down. I repeat, multiple officers down. Some are responsive, most are not.
Union 2 to commit.
Union 2, go ahead.
Gonna move in.
Please move into camp to collect evidence and clear out so fire can get in there.
Highway Union 1, all units. We are going to have 051 entrance is going to be useless. You're going to need to go another way. If you go in another way, the road up to the camp will be blocked.
Be advised, we have EMS en route to help the downed officers. Stand by.
Go down to 155.
Of 166, be advised you can revive and then get medicked up, and then I believe from the announcement.
Hey, I got a suspect running. We're going south. To the mountain.
Watch yourselves, watch yourselves, watch yourselves.
Alright, hello, sir.
Don't talk to me. Go help him. Go.
Go. Okay.
And post, do we have any units near the opening of the lumberyard here?
Be advised, opening up the lumberyard will be Union 1. We're moving up the mountain to go collect evidence at this time, as instructed.
Copy. We need some security for EMS to get up there. If we can get 1 or 2 units, just to make their way a little ways down and help them out here.
For Union 1 plate of base, we'll be heading down there.
Attention all
Union
units.
7, I just had the
Respond code
suspect
3.
run far down the mountain. We're currently at the bottom of Cassidy Trail.
Of the units that are to be advised, it's looking like we're gonna have approximately 7 or 8 officers down. Postal 166. Scene is relatively secure. If we can try to get medic units in here.
I want to let them know since there was somebody let them know that that road is blocked. We're trying to take EMS up there.
Break. Polito Union 1, do not go through 051 entrance. That road will be blocked. It will be blocked.
10-4, be advised, we have multiple officers down at 166. We got, I believe, 4 officers responsive. We need medical assistance at post 166 if possible.
10-4,
Highway Union 1, we're gonna go ahead and start assisting. I'm an EMTB.
Alright, guys. What? Oh my god. Look at the state of these guys. Can you hear me? Grab the med bag. Can you guys hear me?
It's already right next to you. It's next to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Command post, be advised.
Cover.
Fire is going to be
EQ
moving
is
in
on.
here shortly from the entrance of the lumberyard. Let's get
And
some
then on
security to help them get up there
left leg as
safely.
well.
Okay.
That's for Union 1 Plato Bay.
Let's take care of yourselves.
Yeah, if you can get a tourniquet on my arm.
Well, we got one
Yeah, let me go ahead and apply that.
150 headed to the
I'm
command
gonna run
post.
down the hill and check on those guys. Right down here.
In the lumberyard, we need units.
Yeah, I was going down
Bay
and double check
Union
on
1
that.
is going to be leaving the compound area through 155.
We made a little mistake on trail. Yeah.
Union 1, we're gonna go ahead and proceed up further up the mountain to the camp.
We can park here and breach through their wherever they did.
Yep.
County Union 6 would be
Park here.
advised. Postal 166 is going to be secure. Try to get Sapper to move in if they have any spare
Break.
resources.
Union 1, we need units to the lumberyard now.
Shit.
10-4.
Copy that, Polito Union, Highway Union 1. I'm gonna head back down.
We got a car going through the barricade going up the mountain 151.
Attention all units.
Old rusty car.
Response code 3.
Go.
4, I'm up here at 150. Highway Union 2, half of it. I'm still here at 155. You still want me to stand down here?
Yep, good. Yeah, no, you're good. It's already on. Yeah. And we're not even well,
Hold fire,
not even really
suspect
an
down
hour in.
052.
Highway Union 1, I'm headed back down to 051 to meet you guys.
A suspect 052 down, fired upon Sapper barricade.
I knew they were going to fall that way. Yeah.
Highway Union 1, I'm heading there to assist.
Move your vehicle! Move the vehicle!
Move the car!
Thank you! Go for it, I mean, need it. Yeah, they're gonna be up the hill any. Okay, they're there. See him? Let him through, let him through. Let him come straight through. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. That's one of them, that's one of them.
Highway Union 1, I'm gonna have contact on a suspect. Contact on a Tango X. Repeat, on a Tango X. Shots fired.
We're going up the mountain.
052. He is cutting into the grass, heading back down the hill. Shots fired. Shots fired. Need backup.
Concrete mixing truck.
A-firm, concrete mixing
truck. Concrete mixing truck.
Reloading.
And right
Yep. Yep. He's gonna be continuing down there. That's him. Heading towards Pluto
Seven,
Bay.
do you want me
Nope,
to
he's heading towards
continue
Pluto
chasing
Bay
the truck?
station. Pluto Bay station, Pluto Bay. Highway Union 1, be advised, he's going to be heading towards the Pluto Bay station.
Good.
Be advised, vehicle exploded, suspect unknown.
Highway Union 1 to all units on the scene of the Nixon truck, be advised, keep an eye on the surroundings, it could be anywhere. Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill.
Attention all units. Respond code
Team
3.
it.
Get out with your hands up now!
See the bush up the hill? I think I see him up there. Unless this is just a glimmer of water in the bush. So fucking
Save the
mini
subject
shit.
surrendering 047.
It's gonna be behind us at Polito. Wait.
Alright, we're gonna put him in the Tahoe
Where's
right here.
he? Where's he at? Okay, we got him. We got him right here by the Nixon truck. He's surrendering.
Okay.
There he is. Alright, let's head back over there and try to get up the hill.
Highway Union 1, do you want us to go up and collect evidence or stay at the 051 post?
Subject in custody from 047, returning to Pluto Bay Station for custody.
Transporting one to the lumber yard for
We
injury.
just gotta get medical up the door, guys.
037, be advised. Can we have a pickup at postal 165? I've got one officer stable, as well as myself. I have a tourniquet on my arm and leg.
Yep. I got rifle card. I'm gonna put sniper down. Good. Got a sniper down. We got EMS coming down. Let him go.
Go, go, go! Go!
Just keep going, keep going. Go, go, go.
Alright, you need us here? What are you doing? Okay, I guess. What are you doing?
What's going on? What
Go
do you
back
need?
to your post. We got this here. We have two of us here. It's only you.
We'll be good. Thank you.
Thank you. Go to your post. Go to your post. That's a random. Wait, hold on.
Union 1, Pluto Bay to command.
Did he have a mask on?
He had a gas mask on, but his plate wasn't right. All units, watch
Radio
out.
it in.
Oh, watch out for a SHB F-150, random plate. Repeat, random plate.
Hey, stop.
I got
Hey.
an injured officer in here. I need to get him up to the lumber yard.
Okay. Go right there. Their medical is staging right there. Go to him. Go.
Go to medical. Yep.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah. Just be watched if you hear shots. Just take cover medically, and we can find where we're shooting from afterwards.
Attention all
A gentleman
units.
is suicide
Respond
advised just got
code
into
2.
a vehicle heading southbound GOH.
Okay.
Can I head back up?
Southbound GOH. Yep, go. Southbound GOH.
Alright, Hoser, ID, name and badge number.
105, C. Parsons.
Okay, 105 C. Parsons. Hoser, we're gonna go ahead and just take a look around our truck and make sure nothing's going on, and we'll let you up.
Yeah, you don't have to open doors since he hasn't came up.
Yeah.
Came down yet.
Clear. All clear.
All good. Go.
Index. It's over.
Yes, sir. That was fun. Oh, fuck yeah. It's not even an hour
Highway
yet,
Union
has it?
1, we're gonna go ahead to Polito Station. Index.
Switching Jonathan. you're good.
Go for 037.
Coming up the mountain. Is the event over?
Can I just sit down or something?
Everything looking good here? Just checking in.
We got one guy.
Highway Union 1, show us the channel.
Take him back.
We're just checking in. Yeah,
Alright, lay down on this
we don't
bed.
need medical. We're just coming in to check.
Yep. You guys need any hands or anything?
Alright, Joseph, just bruise
We
him
don't
to
need
his
hands,
chest,
we'll
so just
go.
make sure it's not, you know, it hasn't affected his lungs
Yeah, they
or
called
anything.
index.
They pulled index. Alright.
Just checking.
Let's go.
It doesn't seem to affect.
Oh yeah. Now I mean, really? We only had two sides of movement that we thought, and then we had the one mixing truck that came after us, and that was it. And as soon as I seen him go past and didn't stop, I kind of like looked in the cab. I seen like this fucking weird mask on him. I'm like, yep, nope, that's it. Go. But that was. Yep. Copy. Howdy, boys.
Hello.
Howdy.
I'm still alive. I'm happy.
Alrighty.
Because I see you're streaming, so.
Oh, bro, that whole scene.
Yeah, I just got done. I'm still streaming, but.
Yeah, send me the footage when you can.
Yeah, well.
Went to the back lot.
You guys all good?
Oh, bro, that got my throat fucked up. That got my throat fucked up.
Run, Forrest, run! You okay there, Polito?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. Just looked like you were walking like you're hurt, that's all.
Yeah, everyone injured him. I saw what Leicester's from fucking shot up.
Yeah,
This is why you don't put kill switches on vehicles, because I accidentally kill switched mine. I kill switched mine and I had to figure out how to restart it pretty much, so.
Don't talk.
That was a good event. Enjoyed it. Oh my god, so that's what they are.
Take off my helmet now. That is fucking. That was the most fun I've ever had. Like, literally, it's like. I can't really say it's the most fun I had because I've had a lot of fun in here, like doing the DUI checkpoint, which you guys did not
Stand
see.
in the box. If you were Cthulhu, stand with me.
I didn't get to shoot my weapon.
But
Black stuff over here.
I will say this much: having that little thing, we needed to have more of those. Because literally that was just straight
Fuck
up
up
too
the
much
sirens,
fun.
about to get kicked.
It's a random. Oh.
Man, I saved multiple
there goes
lives.
that.
Holy fuck. I think I saved your life.
Hey,
alive.
Owen. We saved a couple of lives. I was going up the mountain. I put a couple of TQs on a couple of officer shots. So
I got shot in the face via friendly fire.
Baby, TQ's on the shoulder.
not the shoulder.
On the shoulder,
I
baby.
saved 4 officers
On the
alive.
arm
I
and
am
legs.
Very proud of myself.
That's what I did. TQ on the shoulder now.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that just hit a lot of people.
Ooh. Damn. Alright, let's get back in there. Damn, that was... Dude. I just can't... Like, literally... the most fun I've had in a while. I mean, the DOT checkpoint was okay. It was fun. But then on the other hand, it just got repetitive. What we just did, it's like we were on our toes. So it's like being on our toes like that is just something that I can't really say that it's something that hasn't happened in a while. Hello. Thank you for the follow, by the way. It's not like something that we haven't had in a while. It's like, it's hard to explain. It's more or less we all working as a department. Nope, server's offline. It's like us all working as in the department and having unison and actually having radio conflict or radio channels that actually using our radio what it's built for. But that's just me. And to tell you the truth, I thought it was gonna be a lot more chaotic than what it was. It was like really, really, like in my brain when as soon as that first shots went off, I thought for a matter of seconds, it's just gonna be pandemonium. As soon as we heard the first shots go off and they also go down. But sorry, I gotta check my phone real quick. Getting messages from people. But really, it's like, Jesus. I think they are basically explaining how the server went down. Maybe, I don't know, I can't tell. I gotta get all the way back down to the bottom. Okay. So basically, I don't even know what to say. It was just so good. It was being a part of something like this that uses every single resource that we have as a department, and then also using resources that we don't hardly use, is something that you very little get to see in a server when you put it together. It's very hard to do that. So having a server that's able to have that big ass community come together as a one unit and not have conflicts with each other or arguments is something that is very looked for and very hard to get in other servers. Very hard to get in other servers, and you don't see a lot of servers that way. So that's why one reason why I love this server is because of that reason. But that's just me. And I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe there might be a few other ones. I mean, my buddy that was bunking with me, you know, we were Union 1 and Highway Union 1, and literally it was seamless. We knew what we were doing before we even did it. Like, as you guys seen, we didn't even have to tell the person to do whatever. We already knew what to do, because the reason being, that's just how it is. Like, as soon as we got out of the Tahoe the last time, I put down the rifle, said, hey, I put down the sniper rifle in the back of the car. He's like, okay, good to go, good. So then, why we were doing that was because the reason being, we knew that if we would get in contact from a high vantage, yes, we could use our carbines and lay down suppressive fire, while one of us grabbed a sniper and basically had direct fire on the suspect. Alright, let's get back out to Polito here. Ah, shit. Stuff is not working. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. We were in 10, right? Yeah? Yeah. I believe so. Are we going back to Polito or the Discord? What are we doing? Are we going back to Polito or the somewhere in Discord? I'm just gonna head out to Polito and see what's going on. Oh, okay, thank you. Alright, so we're gonna be a Discord. Sweet. So I don't know if you guys are able to hear Discord because reason being of how it all works, but I mean, yeah. This is I just can't get over saying it. Having this many people, so this server is maxed out at 76 people, but in our Discord we have over we are in. I think me and him are going to go on a be in Union 1 when we get back. Hey, is this where we're meeting for the debrief? Question? Oh no, we're meeting down here probably, yeah. Okay.
Harrison, do you have anything you want to say?
Sorry, I had music playing.
I did enjoy the ICS and IAP factor of it. It definitely helped the flow of communication throughout this whole disaster, you could say. There was definitely multiple mess ups and multiple different aspects. But you know, we're all imperfectly imperfect, and we're gonna have some mistakes pop up here and there. But definitely, we're gonna need some more training on these kinds of situations. It seems like most of us were not prepared for this, and it caused a lot of tumbling rocks.
What you are hearing right now is
that's
the
all I have to add.
Basically, this is the debrief.
Yeah, and that'd play a good part of it. I should have gotten the IAP out sooner. That way we could have pre-gamed a lot harder. And I'll definitely do that in the future. I know Fire was pre-gaming the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Like every time I go look at their, like I go into their channels.
I seen them like 2 hours before training.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
like every time I go into their channels, hey, let's talk about how we're going to do this Sunday. All right, we got boom, 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 boom.
Everybody that was there.
These people are assigned to this apparatus. These people are assigned to this team.
That was everybody that was
All right, let's do a soft run here. Stuff like that. That's the type of stuff that you want to do whenever we have an incident like this. If the IAP is released in time.
This is.
I did my best to try to keep your department heads in the loop that we were going to do this, so that way they could relay those messages. Hey, let's do some practice. There's two. Your department's training should have gave you the opportunity to go to the shoot houses, either LSIA or Sancuda, to do some soft runs. Operations, Leslie Irish, what do you got?
It ran pretty smooth. I like the fact that we were able to communicate with Harrison and kind of get every, radio together. So that made things a lot smoother. Yeah, it was a shit show, but like you said, Fire did the best they could while we were communicating with them. They did a great job. That's all I got.
But yeah, like I was saying, this is everybody that's in our.
Irish, you have anything?
Or like not in our department, but in our scene. This was all of the LEO.
Irish isn't in here. Jones, since you're a tactical branch lead, what do you have?
A couple things. I think tactically, once we got on scene, everything was executed pretty well. We had devised a plan, the issue around the south, north. Either way, it got executed properly once we were all together. There was a couple issues. I think, you say Tango's only had 30 minutes to get together, but this thing has been a week-long event. So I don't think that's really fair for a lot of people that waited hours to join in and do this, and then randomly we were told that they didn't know we were coming, but yet they had a marksman up on the top firing fire bullets, killing everybody.
Yeah.
So I just don't agree with that. I mean, I think everything is a learning, and overall it was pretty well.
They can't hear me right now, but I completely understand.
So initially, they had wind at some point that a raid was going to happen. That's why you had the beefed up reinforcements around the compound. They caught wind that y'all were coming for the fact that someone was driving around on the mountainside in an LCSO truck, blurping their horn and siren. that's what tipped them off that it was getting ready to go down. So that's why they had a marksman on the hill.
Understood. I mean, that's why I said to learn. I mean, we do these things, learn, but that was my take. I think tactically, she can say what he wants to say, but I think TRW actually worked pretty well together. We were on site executing once we had Tango 1 sites move in. That's when he jumped off.
Yeah.
A question for you guys. You said there was somebody on the top sniping?
From the
Or
mountain
Mark-
side.
Gotcha. So did you guys gather up a team of maybe possible snipers to go and spread out and see if you can catch those people? Or did you guys anybody, whether it was LCSO or whatever tactical team, did they get any, tactical
We
snipers
were
or
asked
anything to be able to
redirect to the front gate. So
Yeah,
that
personally, I brought up in the briefing, asked if we had Overwatch, and they said that it was up to TRU, and I just that was that for me.
Gotcha.
So there was two out to the left, so I were the F-150 hopper, and I believe I'm the one with those two, but they did see me and they were looking up on the mountain.
Yeah, I mean, and also the minute the open fire was like a machine sniper rifle that started killing everybody with fire bullets.
I don't know what the fuck that was. That was not
with
me.
fire bullets?
Yeah, I caught on fire. A couple of people caught on fire. Yeah.
I know when we were doing security up at 166 where it all went down for like the 8 officers, one of our officers pulled up in a TRX and he got lit up by a minigun. Seemed like a minigun, let me rephrase that. Seemed like a minigun because we were all like, what the fuck?
Oh no, that if you were on 166 side, I don't know who was all over there, but your 3 cars was just in the perfect line of sight. So every round I had, I went your way with it. Every officer at 166, and I don't know who I was lighting up, but I feel bad for you because I was.
That was just an LMG. That wasn't a minigun.
Yeah.
I died from a sniper rifle at once.
Yeah, the up on the mountainside was the fire bullets. I don't know.
Yeah, that we'll look into because that should have been a thing.
That's how
Are you sure they're fire bullets and not just because there were multiple fires happening?
No, they were
getting
definitely fire bullets.
We were
getting
hit and we were
that's
catching
pretty
on
much all
fire.
TRU and ESG.
That's how all of us died. Yeah.
Jesus, who's shooting fire bullets? Come on, guys.
Yeah, I think
that's me.
I mean, and I get it because they got wind of it and everything. But I felt like personally, we were met with definitely 10 times more firepower than we even anticipated.
That's not military grade. There's no military fireballs.
I was finna say, if y'all make an excuse for 6 guys whooping up on 60 of you, I'm gonna be hurt.
Of the unrealistic military weapons. There's no military weapon of a fire bullet.
Look, the only guns that I had, and I was in the barn.
I'm saying it's you.
I can
I'm
say
just saying.
the only guns I had was a shotgun and a AR, and I took down at least 6 of you, just right out the front door of the barn.
I was under the impression you
watch
guys were supposed to go stay back or go into that building to the right, but
A couple of
stuff on
you
the
in
field
white.
happens changes differently.
A couple of you guys in white uniforms actually walked right by me, like right by me. And that's when I caught you on your backside. As soon as he said it, they would not let you take me, I was like, all right, that's it.
I got sniped from the mountain, so that's how it went down. I got fire, went down.
I guess the thing that kind of ruined it for me was when we made contact with the very first Tango, he was in handcuffs and we were taking him out the gate and then he runs off. Like, that's very unrealistic if we have you in custody and we're taking you out the front gate.
So if you're talking about the beginning, that was me. I was being directed back in towards the camp, and I don't know if I was searched or anything because I didn't get any. I didn't get any messages or anything. But the only thing I did was broke free and took off. I didn't end up coming back and shooting at anybody. I hid outside.
That's fine.
Yeah, because I had put in.
So I'm gonna mute them for a second so then I can just talk to you. So basically, to give you a little bit of back brief on what was going on. So we had, I want to get the name correct for you here. So let's keep you in defense. Oh, they already got rid of it, but there was we could say a terrorist organization that was based in LS. So when that all came to be, we went ahead and tried to neutralize this threat as best as possible, which is a good idea. Great, I love it. I awesome, great, hooah, you know what I mean? But how he did it was immaculate. There was some errors, like what we were talking about now. That's why we do this, is because the reason being we want to know the errors so that we can come back and train for them later on. But the main error, I believe what it was our units that were in the debrief came up and said, or didn't come up and say, they would post to stop at every checkpoint. So we had checkpoints at the base of the mountain and checkpoints right before you enter into their camp. Basically, you stop at the checkpoints, we get you out of the vehicle, ask your ID, or ask for your badge number, stuff like that. Then after that, we would go and extract anybody that was inside the vehicle, unless it was, or sorry, not extract. My brain's somewhere else. We would take the person, tell them to get back in their vehicle and open all the doors. They would open all the doors. We would check to make sure there was no one inside. If there was somebody inside, one of them, we would try to take them out of the vehicle and go from there. But that is what our base of our job was, because we were Union 1, we were at 055 or 56 at the logging trail. That was our job, to lock down that way. No one can go up, no one can come out without being stopped. So yes, as you guys did see, that we were yelling at people to just go, 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 and that was EMS. EMS had basically free right to go back down and out without getting stopped, but we stopped them on the way back in. Just our protocol. But we did that for a reason being they could not, on the way back in, they could not be transporting the people that we were trying to stop, so like the terrorist organization, from a disclosed location, transporting them there back up into their village for reinforcements. So that is why we did do what we did. Before we, or I think I might have been streaming then, but when we were getting ready, we all kind of at Polito Bay all set up and started talking to each other, figuring out what was going on, getting our duties read to us, stuff like that, where we're going to be, so on and so forth. So Union 1, us, me, and this guy right here, RJC, we took the base of the mountain. So that was where we were. That was our controlled thing. So as soon as we got out of the vehicle, or as soon as we got into our vehicle in our shop, we ran straight there, set up, put barriers behind us so no one could get through there. So, so they would only have to go through the way that we had blocked, unless it was somebody that was meant.
Other than that, I feel like most of security was good. I mean, we were spread out, but in certain areas, yeah, that was definitely
to stop everybody that goes up the hill and back down without stopping at us first. So as you would see in the video, yes, we were
does any of
yelling at
the
them,
divisions from security want to chirp up with anything?
If I may, the only thing I have is I feel like, you know, with the raid and everything, I feel like there should have been more time to plan for security, because typically in security, it takes a lot more than 30 minutes or 25 minutes to do. We got to get a game plan together, and we did not have a game plan together. It was one of those just spur of the moment, you do this, you do this, you do this, and okay, we're going to hope for the best. But instead of, you know, the raid was planned, and we weren't really instructed to, okay, these people are going to be here, these people are going to be here until today. Just didn't give us enough time to actually make security be able to do what it needed to do.
That was one of the flaws.
Yeah, I get that.
But then
that's why I tried in the briefing, be like, hey, maybe try to space
good.
out far enough that you can see each other, but not be too close to the camp. But it also falls back on the basics set on a perimeter, which we usually don't see a lot in Phoenix. We would like to start seeing that more, especially with the way that we're revamping events. What G will go over in a little bit.
I'm gonna shut up now.
That's something that we can definitely improve on, and maybe we can set up work on a server-wide training on some of the basics for stuff like that, where how to handle a perimeter, you know, how to handle a situation similar to this.
Yeah, it's just and you know, this is a high stress, high level situation, and I know that those take more than just 30 minutes to do. Setting a perimeter is one thing, but setting a perimeter for something as big as this takes more.
So, every time when I want to speak, I'm gonna mute them so you guys don't hear double. And I like what he was saying. that it was a high risk, like everybody was antsy in the situation. Because of the reason being, it was most of ours, it was our first time. Like, it was my first time, it was my right along, it was his first time doing something like this. So it was very high and intense of a situation to be doing that, even though that we were just pulling security and not really very much going on. But in our brains, we were racking like, okay, if there was shots literally right over the hill, there was officers going down right over the hill from us at 166, and we were at 155. So literally the distance was very minimal. If they would have came over the ridge, we would have become under fire at that time, which we planned for us coming under fire because we were right next to the fires, like, hold town. So that was our job. Our job was to protect the hill and protect the fire department that was in their spot to do triage, mass triage area. So that was our main objective, was to protect the hill, make sure no one was going up and out, and protect the fire department. So if anybody would have came over the hill, we would have come under fire, and fire would have came under fire. We had officers with fire just in case that would happen, and that was our plan for that. So then we can take fire or take the officers that were at fire, get the fire department in their vehicles, or take cover in some way, somehow. So we could start returning fire and try to get more units to where we are, or get units to flank them in the backside. So we did have a plan for that. But knowing that they were right over the hill, right at us, was more or less antsy for me. And I'm pretty sure it was antsy for RJ there, because the reason being, we just kept scanning the hill the whole time. The whole time of us just sitting there parked, we were scanning the hill. We might not have been looking through our rifles, but we were still scanning the hill the whole time. Because we knew that if anything was going to pop off, it was going to pop off on that hill down at us. Maybe we might get a vehicle that comes in with one of them in it. Possibly, maybe. Not really, no. But our main focus was on that hill, because we thought for a fact that we were going to get contacts from that hill. Which, luckily, we didn't, and that's good that we didn't, because it would have been mayhem, because you had the mass triage right there. So they would have been going after the triage. They wouldn't be necessarily going after us, because we are just a base element at the bottom of the mountain. Right over the bend there, we had another unit stationed there, protecting 125, something like that, or 165 or something like that, that goes up the trail to 166. So we were kind of had two base elements within a quarter of a mile distance from each other, so if something did pop off, we would have additional units coming from them. But basically, we were just... Hold on a second. What's up? So basically, we were a ground element by ourselves. So that's why we just kept scanning the hill, because the reason being, we knew that there was going to be contact from up that way, being right next to the triage. But anyways, I'll let you tune back in.
Having CPR done to them, which something we should probably work on, like making sure that we have good communication between everyone, or like a channel where you say, if you have a casualty, call this channel and report it, for example.
So
yeah, Thames. I was Thames 1 with Edward, and our point of view. I mean, this is obviously a huge scene that takes a lot to orchestrate. So
it does.
Communication is definitely key, right? And pre-planning is paramount. Having those plan Bs, plan Cs. If we have guys go down, this is where medical's at. Stuff like that. But yeah, I think the miscues in the beginning and the setup kind of set it off to a really rocky start. But
okay, so in my opinion, this is my opinion solely, not anybody else's, not our JC's. My opinion is that the medical team should have been more like where we were. We had the triage right there, so that was fine. But we should have had our gators that were our medic gators, I should say, that held our medic supplies and stuff like that, and the medic team that would go up in the hill and take people and bring them back down. They should have been based at every element that we had at the base of the hill. Should have had at least one personnel there, just in case something did pop off. We could start rendering medical aid to the units that are there getting shot, or units that are right at the hill. And the whole thing about that was, and why I say that is because the reason being, if something did pop up like it did at 166, they concentrated the fire at them because they were the closest to the town. Okay, if you guys don't know, if you guys played Grand Theft Auto, it was at the Naked Village, so you kind of get that surrounding. It's most mountain area, stuff like that. But we should have had medics standing with everybody. So if something like that would have popped off, we could have had a team with PD or a team of officers go up with the medic, grab out the wounded officers, and transport them back down so we can get them to medical as fast as they can, instead of having them sit up there on the hill bleeding up. That's just my opinion. But then on the other hand, you got to think that there was contact still there, and we needed to get it clear so medics could roll it. Completely understand. I completely understand that. But then on the other hand, you got to think of, they could have took our officers and committed suicide to every single officer that we had up there. Meaning, they could have shot them all down and then at that time walked up to them and popped each one in the head. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by intentional, like intentionally them basically killing our officers. They could have done that very easily. Very easily had suppressive fire, or very easily after they knocked everybody down, they could have walked down there, shot every single one of our officers in the head, and every officer that was up there could have been dead. Completely like, if you're thinking about it, that's what could have happened. But again, completely understand where they were coming from.
Had to be stationed at all parts to come in or out.
Coming from the unit from 05, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I thought we were at some points during this, because we were getting absolutely no movement. I thought we were way too close and should have backed off, and I didn't know whether to request that or to, just do it as our own, because we thought as a group that, we saw no movement, nobody was coming down until right at the end with the, I think it was a concrete truck, and we ended up just getting utilized for something different, left and got sent up the mountain just to get sent back down for another gap for the concrete truck to nearly escape.
Correct. And
so, the one thing that I'll look into doing in the future. So I think the one thing that kind of threw a lot of wrench into things was the beginning of pre-plans. I initially sent the event out, but then it became a big hassle for me to catch up with. So I think what I'm going to start doing for future pre-planned events like this, I'll send a roster out to your department heads, and they.
American. Sorry, I'm talking to two different chats going on. American. But to continue on to what he was saying, we need to set up and have a little bit better comms, because literally we were supposed to go up the hill at the logging spot to go out there and get any kind of evidence and wrap it up, put it in our bags, and head back down the hill. That was our plan. That was what we needed to do, and that's where we were going. That's what we were rerouted for after the base of the hill. But the thing is this: we went up the hill, and there was a blockage of debris where they blew up a hill or something like that, and it was all kind of flooded out and washed out. We went back down the hill. We radioed that in so no one, so everybody that was in our radio channel, everybody that was around, would know that, hey, can't go up that way. That way's blocked. You got to come back down and go the other way. So we had a lot of issues with that until they got cleaned up. We left there, went to, I think it was like I said, I think it's 165, and then turned up the hill to go to 166, so we can get up there, get to our aid at that time, to the officers that needed it, and then get inside to get whatever we needed. At that time, medics tried to go to where we said that it was blocked off. At that time, they came under fire. We kind of knew that if anybody went up there at the end, they were going to come under fire, because it was being their position right there. It's kind of like a valley. So
issues that we were having is all these people were signing up for the events, and getting put on the roster, but then not actually showing up because either they couldn't get in or they just didn't bother coming in, and then that throws a lot of the pre-plans off. So at minimum, pre-plans will be posted at least 2 weeks in advance of the event. So that way everyone has a chance to study it, understand their role, ask any questions that they have about it, and so on.
And I wouldn't mind having a brainstorming session with like all the department heads. We get together at Vespucci or down at the FB, and we all sit down and talk about it and come up with a solid plan before the IAPs are sent out. That way everybody has input.
Yeah,
So the way that I draft IAPs, I use them as your general template for everything, and then we'll meet with everyone, figure out what exactly what's going to happen, and we'll readapt the IAP for it, so everyone can understand it a little better. It's just unfortunate I was not able to get the IEP done just in time. Between work and personal stuff going on, I was able to get it out quick enough, and that's where we're going to go to. Is any events that require an IEP, we're going to have them out 2 weeks out prior to the event that is finalized, ready to go, except for personnel changes here and there.
And on something like this, when it's high risk, Johnny, can we RP like maybe like a drone surveillance a few days ahead of prior to the event taking place? Maybe some constant surveillance or something.
That's something we can look into. I did hint towards it a little bit yesterday whenever I was showing off the new building. It's just
that was cool.
Yeah, so expect to start seeing those buildings a little bit more.
And I agree with him 100% that we should have had overhead. So our thing was we were supposed to have choppers overhead from LCSO, BCSO, state, and LSPD. We were all working together as one unit. We all would had our air choppers in the air around us. So they wouldn't all be up at one time. They would be, so say for example, SAHP would go first. Then when they were ran low on fuel, they would go back to Polito and refuel. That time, BCSO would come from Sandy over to the hill. So they would be on the other side of the hill, coming over. They would fly over until they ran out of gas. They would fly back. Then LSPD would come back up from BCSO, or from Polito Bay. Fly up, come over, do what they do, and then LCSO would come from Sandy. So they would have them flop back and forth, so the reason being they would not be interdicting with each other and not all run out of the gas at the same time. Instead of having them all up at the same time, all run out of gas at the same time, then we lose our overwatch. Then what's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? So a little bit of weather issue played a factor in that. So we weren't able to have any kind of air overboard. So air overhead would basically let you they would get into your attack channel and relay messages down to you, so we know that okay, so Union 1's here at this base of the hill, Union 2 is here, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. LS unit here, so that we'd know where those units were, and if they seen something coming our way, they would get to us and let us know, hey, you got contact coming from your 12 o'clock, approximately 2 guys, or 2 suspects coming at you with armed rifles. And then at that time, we would be able to get prepared for them coming at us and start aiming up that way to make sure that if they were, we can return fire as soon as they start shooting at us, or we could shoot before they start returning fire. So.
Word here I'm looking for. Consideration. And we'll improve, especially on our side, because this is something that's very tough to do and coordinate, and we're not all professionals here. I know a lot of you guys are, military or pre-military, military or law enforcement, or used to be, or whatever. So you guys have a lot of good ideas in y'all's head, and that's what we need. We'll put those together and make something better out of it.
Yeah, so it's hard to coordinate events like these because in real life, whenever I'm writing an IAP, I know what everyone's minimal level of training is. Whereas here, you have people that come from so many different backgrounds, whether they're first responder, military, or they're just a general layperson. But everyone has different minimal levels of training, depending on your department standards. So it's hard to take that into consideration. but it's something that we're going to definitely look into. We'll try to, reach out to your department, says like, hey, we're thinking about doing this type of event coming up here in the future. Why don't you set up a department training or work with our departments and set up a training and do a massive training on how to handle this type of stuff in the future.
And my big thing is about this is that we need.
Any other actors have anything?
No, man, I think everybody did a pretty good job. I mean, y'all know your spots where you're weak on. I mean, everybody knows that did it was a part of it. So other than that, I just want to say I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the RP because that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
For sure.
All right, G, you got the floor to talk about the new event system.
All right, so we are doing new, essentially. We're gonna be doing these events, and we put a SOP together on how we're gonna do these events. There's gonna be a lot of small events. There's gonna be a lot of big events. Just so you guys know, please do not ask to create these scenes or these events. They're gonna be handpicked by me. I'm gonna look around, and when I notice somebody just RPing the hell out of everything, and the way they do it is just every time I notice or I'm around them, they're always RPing as to the max level where it just feels so realistic. You might be one of those people that I pick. So just keep that in mind. Please do not ask. There's been plenty of people, staff, admins who has asked, and I tell them no. And there's no hard feelings or anything. It's just trust me. Trust what I'm trying to do. So just so you guys know, there's a couple new people here that are going to be able to create these scenes without admins. Okay? And we've been going over and training them and just kind of looking over, making sure they're doing everything proper. One is going to be Owen, SAFR Chief 1 Owen. 2 is going to be Edward from SAFR as well. 3 is going to be Sculpin. I think you guys are all aware of who these guys are and how well they RP when they get to scenes. They're very professional at it. I don't know if they're here. Are any of you guys here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I heard 2. Are we missing one?
All three of them.
Is Owen here?
He is. I think he's just muted.
Owen, are you there?
Oh, no, he's not here.
I'm
he was
back
here.
together.
Yeah, I saw him a little bit ago.
Back
Okay.
to normal.
So I'm gonna have these guys kind of explain to you what I am trying to do and what's gonna be kind of the standard for it. And you guys can take the floor, either Edward or Sculpin. You guys have access to the channels of the SOP, so if you kind of want to go through it, maybe in your own words, and kind of explain to them what we're trying to do and how we're scripting everything together so it doesn't turn into shit shows. Because I know we try to give you guys some scenes, and a lot of them turn into fucking, throwing fucking bombs at each other, shooting each other with incendiary fucking guns and shit. I don't like that shit. That shit, it's not realistic to me. So I'm gonna have these gentlemen take the floor and explain to you what's gonna be going on.
Yeah, so pretty much exactly what he was saying, right? Our goal with the new SOP is to provide more realistic type RP. So you'll come across, persistent characters that might work in the area that you patrol or own a business there. We'll be doing traffic stops, like basic traffic stops. We're taken to the point where we'll be looking up names of PEDs and getting people with warrants or, vehicles, and you'll actually be able to run our names. Like, we'll give you the name that you take to the CAD and you run it. We'll be getting vehicles with registration violations or,
Alright, well, I'm not gonna have you guys just sit there and listen to them ramble on because it's gonna be probably a while of them rambling on. But one thing that I want to key on in the server is that this server works together as a family. Meaning by that, yes, I understand that we're not an actual family, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? But what I mean by that is that we work as a team and work in unison together. We're not LSPD is having a feud with HP. Not LCSO is having a feud with HP. Not HP is having a feud with LCSO. LCSO ain't having a feud with the LSPD, so on and so forth. Which that is something that, like I said earlier, you don't get that very much in servers, because the reason being servers, their departments want to have all the power, all of this, all that. Like us highway patrol, we stick to the highways. We don't go nowhere else. We're supposed to go stick to the highways. Yes, we will branch off and go to districts if they are low staffed. So say LSPD only has 2 units on, then yes, we will go down to LSPD and patrol down there. Or if, which most of the time, it will be LCSO. LCSO, we will patrol up in Sandy. But LCSO basically they're basically like state troopers. They can go anywhere they want. So they can go the city, highway, Toledo, Sandy, Grapeseed, so on and so forth. They can go anywhere they want. But yes, if we get a call or if we want to branch out to go get gas or whatever, yes, we're able to go there. But then we got to get back on the highways unless we crossed it. So say there's 3 LCSO on, and we go and ask, hey, can we patrol in your district to give you a helping hand because you only got 3 units on? Then yes, at that time you'll see us start patrolling in that area because they need our assistance. But that's what I like about the server, is that we're cohesive. We are like water when we need, we're like solid when we need. We're like a brick wall. What I mean by that is when I mean like water, I mean, for example, like if we flow together, we work together, we are smooth with it. What I mean is like baseball, for example. If you play second base and you're very anxious about it, you're very jittery, you're moving too quickly, you're moving too slowly, you're moving too fast, you're moving too slow, you're not catching the ball the right way, you're not feeling it, so on and so forth. That's you working as a brick wall against somebody else. That's you working against your team instead of working with it, instead of flowing like water. Now, if you play second base like Silk, you're very minding your moves. Your moves are all in one motion. They're not here, and then there, so forth, so forth. You're not arguing this, and this. It all moves as Silk. It all moves as one. It all works together. It all flows together. And that is something that I can't stop saying this, that most servers don't have, and this one does. So being able to go to district when they need us and just cohesively flow right together without asking, hey, who has jurisdiction on this one? Oh, do you want to take this one? Or do you want to take this one? Or, hey, are you the incident IC? Or anything like that. Say HP has to go to LSCSO's district because they need more manpower. That's not, if they show up on scene, they automatically got the scene. It's their scene, their county, they do what they want, they do when they need, how they need, do whatever they need to do. We just kind of back them up. That's our whole job if we go to a different district, is backing them up. Same thing if they come to our district and to the highways. As soon as they get detonated and they enter the highway, they get it on the horn with us, we go out and assist them on that. When that stop is over, we transport, we do the paperwork, or if they do the paperwork, we transfer, we do everything like that, because reasoning that is our district. Same thing if we were in LCSO. Whoever stops the person does the paperwork, but then the other department that's their jurisdiction takes them and calls for tow and so forth. So, but done rambling on. I've been rambling on for the past, I don't know, hour, feels like. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this stream, get this stream processed and everything like that for a video later, and then send this over to RJ, so he can have it as well, so he can do what he wants with it. But trust me, there's gonna be a lot more of this stuff happening soon, so stay tuned and make sure that you follow below, please. That'd be great. Alright, I will see you guys probably in the next hour. We're going to go back out, and I think me and RJ are going to go as Union 1, so meaning that we're going to be a tandem unit, so together in one vehicle instead of 2 separate units. So that's what I think we're going to do. So if that happens, then you can expect another stream out of me, but if not, then I'll probably stream tomorrow. So, alrighty guys, peace, see you guys later.